Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, depending where you're coming from. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Hell yeah. And today we're going to be talking about Trump and his federalization of DC, whatever you want to call it. He might be doing this to DC, Chicago, a bunch of places that really need it. But what are the Democrats screaming? Fascist, fascist, fascist. Meanwhile, we got 7, 8, and 9-year-olds in Chicago and DC running around with fully auto switches. And they're like, oh, that's fine, let the police handle it. Bruh, it's been like this for 5 years, 10 years, probably even longer. How is that okay? How is it okay that in Chicago, DC, even in New York, we got 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds running around with fully auto switches? Fully autos. Fully autos. And they're like, no, we can't. We have to let the police handle it. Don't federalize DC. Don't send in the National Guard. Well, what the hell can the police do? They don't even got fully autos. The younger generation has these fully autos. What are we going to do? Send the guy with a 9mm in? A police officer with a 9mm to try and stop a 45 with a fully auto switch on it? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think you're stopping too much with that. And anyone can get these weapons. They're very cheap. Very cheap. You can buy them from Alibaba with the thing to make it go fully auto. Hey, morning. How are you? Absolutely, we should federalize, send the National Guard into DC. It's not right when there's literally homeless people, too, outside of DC. Like, right outside the White House. How do you think other countries are looking at us when they see we got homeless people outside our great White House? We need to help these people out, get the help they need, send them to mental institutions, whatever they need. We need to give them that. We need to get them that help. But I hope everyone's having a good morning. Morning, brother. Rah! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. If you don't want to watch me, you don't have to, but it's okay. We're going to continue going on. They need to federalize DC. They need to federalize Chicago. They need to federalize New York City. They need to send in the National Guard. Same thing with LA. Pretty much all Democrat-ran hellholes. They need to federalize them. They need to federalize them. Oh no, a lot of people are joining in. Lots of people watch me. Tens of thousands of people watch me. It's okay, bro. But no one's reading your comments. Democrats love crying on an early morning day. It's almost not right if the Democrats don't shed a little bit of tears before they go into work. It's almost not right if the Democrats don't cry a little bit before they go into work. It's just not right. It's not right. Yeah, people who haven't been to DC in the past few years shouldn't be complaining at sending the National Guard. The crime there is terrible. Same thing with the homeless. Yup. Absolutely horrible. Wait, what Democrats work? I don't know, but I'm guessing at least one of them works in this chat. And it's not right. They always cry before they go into work. Man, tariffs are working amazing. It's not fine. Anyone that's saying it's fine is smoking the same crack Hunter Biden makes in his home. MAGA, 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 MAGA. And listen, I thought some of these non-Trump supporters were smart. Why the hell are they crying about sending the National Guard in? How does that hurt the average citizen? Like, that's just complete brainwash bullshit. Why do Democrats hate law and order? Yeah, I know I need a Trump 2028 hat. I got 2 new hats coming, but neither of them is a Trump 2028 hat. Good morning, Kathleen. Good morning. How are you? I'm from Florida. It only makes everyone safer. Why the hell are they worried about the National Guard? Like, what are they going to do to the average citizen, huh? What are they going to do to you? They're not worried about you jobless Democrats. Collect your welfare, they'll leave you alone. Thank you, National Guard. Thank you. Happy to see you, Kathleen. Like, the National Guard isn't knocking on people's doors saying, hey, you up to any crimes? No. They're parading the streets looking for the 9-year-old kids with fully automatics that are running around. Let's take back D.C. Man, let's take back every liberal ran hellhole. D.C., Chicago, New York City, L.A., Anyway, we got 223 people in here. Good morning, everybody. Smash that like, subscribe button. Man, we need to get rid of Mandami. Yep, Portland. Don't forget about Portland. Send the federal guard into Portland. And all they'll say when they see the National Guard, they say, fascist! 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 Crime is not low in D.C. at all. You got 9-year-olds shooting people down with fully automatics. You think that's crime low? Luckily, I'm from the great state of Florida. We don't need the National Guard, but all the liberal ran hellholes, they need it. Make D.C. great again. New York needs to vote against Mandami. I don't care about the dumbass statistics. I see it with my own eyes. D.C. needs the Fed's help. Chicago, New York City, L.A., and the statistics are high. Cry, baby. Cry before you go pick up your food stamps. Oh, wait, you're not going to be picking them up anymore. Trump's kicking your ass off of them. Nah, that's just a joke. You get to keep your food stamps a little bit longer. I just went live, guys. Smash that like, subscribe button. First, Abraham said no one watches me. Then he's crying about my likes. Why do my views and likes matter to you? They don't benefit you. My channel does 0. 0, nothing for you. Murder rate in Washington, D.C. is higher than in Bogota, Colombia. Yeah, no kidding. The whole world loves President Trump. Let me pin that. That'll piss him off a little bit. That will piss them off a little bit. If you guys actually have any comments or questions or anything you want to talk about, I'll gladly talk about it. Just drop a super chat and we can talk about it, boys and girls. Oh, Brittany's crying. Trump's going to federalize D.C. Where, Brittany, where? Cry, cry. The Democrats have full derangement syndrome. After what I seen last night, There's no doubting in my mind that the Democrats have an actual mental disorder. Lots of you, you're crying right now, Anthony. You come here every single day. You comment on every single video. You come here every single day. Now, man, I really appreciate that. That's probably why my channel is growing so quickly and so fast, because of all the derangement syndrome. Fun fact, my channel is growing faster than every single Democrat YouTuber on this platform. Pretty much even every single conservative on this platform. That's under 100,000 subscribers, that is. I'm not going to say everyone in general, but if you're under 100,000 subscribers, my channel is probably growing faster than you. Now, that is a fact. Hit that like, subscribe button. Let me know where you guys are coming from. Like, subscribe. If you got any questions or comments, drop some super chats. We can read everything out loud, discuss whatever you guys want to talk about. Fascism, fascism. If you want to make a city safer, it's fascism, fascism. Ah, Trump, Trump is my president. That's how you guys sound every single day. You know, I'm not even sick of it because it's absolutely hilarious. I love people freaking out. It is so funny. Why are the demons upset? There'll be law and order in D.C. Is that what CNN told them to be pissed about today? Bingo. Bingo. Doesn't matter if you're a lawyer. Sorry, Chris. Doesn't matter if you're a doctor. Sorry, any doctors out there. Trump derangement can perpetrate that mind. If you're not a strong-minded person, you can get these liberal mind diseases. And it makes you go absolutely ballistic. Doesn't matter if you're 55 or 75. You can get this mental illness at any age. The symptoms include screaming and yelling like you're 16. Luckily, I'm not from North Fort Myers, Richard. But at least North Fort Myers isn't a hellhole like D.C. Oh, the Democrats' derangement syndrome. Well, I was continuing about the symptoms. Also, name-calling random people you don't even know because they're wearing a Trump hat. Screaming at the top of your lungs. Crying every single day you see Trump on TV. Making multiple videos about Trump and crying about him. What else? The morning is great. How was your morning? Hit that like, subscribe button. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. It's all up to you at the end of the day. All you got to do is drop some super chats. You want me to walk the city today? I was thinking about doing a video about that. I'm traveling right now. I would love to show you guys some videos. But I'm also working on uploading a new video at the same time. You're from Naples? Pathetic? Naples is lovely, man. You can't afford to live in Naples. It's too expensive for you. Now that is just facts. You guys are all mad. Mad, mad, mad. Cry, babies. Cry. I love to see some liberals mad in the comments. How did I know they're mad? Insults. Insults, insults, and literally crying about Donald Trump. That's how I know they're mad, but I love it when liberals are mad, man. It brings joy to my heart, truly. Because there's nothing they can do except cry and spread hate. They can also threaten, but that's demon crap material right there. When they threaten, they switched over from a Democrat to a demon-crat. But it's okay. I like, Democrats, some of them, but demon-crats? Hell no. Hell no. I got bad news for the Democrats. You know, there's no blue states. There's only blue cities. And Trump is sending the National Guard into your blue cities. It's going to be amazing. Tears will truly fall from your eyes. Truly. But if anyone has any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, I will read and answer all super chats. Or if you want to see 300 to 400 push-ups live in action consecutively, drop a $20 super chat. We'll do it. I know the Democrats can't do 5 push-ups, but we'll do 300 to 400 for a $20 super chat. I'm trying to find the thing that pisses them off. A lot of things piss them off, so that's kind of easy. But what am I trying to find? The facts about Trump that really annoys them. It's like I deleted it or something. I didn't delete my precious things, my precious words of Trump. Well, if I can't find it in 1 second, we're just going to talk about all the wars Trump has ended instead. Looks like I'm not going to be able to find it, guys. I'll just have to talk about all the wars Trump ended instead. There's no other choice. I can't find what I was looking for. Let me scroll. I'm going to keep on scrolling. Nope, I don't see it. Don't see it. Let's see. Is it anywhere in here? Oh, here it is. Oof, the Democrats are going to be pissed off this morning. I found it. I found the facts. Donald Trump did it all in 6 months. Tariffs worked. The border secure. Egg prices are down. Gas is less expensive. Inflation is under control. The stock market is soaring. Sorry, Diddycrats. Dems are broken brain. Unemployment is down. Down, down, down. Do we need a source? Everyone knows these are facts. Every common sense American knows these are facts. Egg prices are not high. If you can't afford $2.40 for a dozen of eggs, maybe you should get a job. $2.40? You can't afford that, Democrats? Democrats are the only people that are saying egg prices are high. $2.40? That's too expensive for a Democrat? You can't even buy a cheeseburger from McDonald's for $2.40. And that's too much money for them? How do they afford to feed themselves? How do they afford to feed themselves? No one pays $11 for 12 eggs. That is bullshit. The Democrats will claim, oh, it's $16 for a dozen. I looked on Google the other day. Nowhere in the entire country are eggs over $8 or $9 for a dozen. Only in hellhole ran Democrat cities like LA are eggs $8 for a dozen. Everywhere else, they're $2.40, $2.50 for a dozen of eggs. How is that too expensive? How is that too expensive? Double tap the screen, like, subscribe. Why are Democrats still screaming about egg prices anyway? They're $2.50. $2.50 unless you live in a liberal hellhole. Every single good state, every single red city, $2.40. It's cheap, just like gas is cheap. I don't know why the Democrats are so upset. Unless you live in Los Angeles, Portland, D.C., New York, Chicago, Eggs are really, really cheap. They're not $8. They're not $6. They're $2.40. Eggs, $2.25 in Texas. $10 at Whole Foods in New York? Like I said, the liberal ran hellhole. Not pre-recorded, but cry, cry, cry. $10 where? Buddy, nowhere in Florida are eggs $6. I live in Florida. Nowhere in Alabama are they $6. Let's see what else you said. Let's fact check you because you're spreading fake information. Hawaii, yeah, that's the only price you got correct. Hawaii is literally the only egg price you got correct. And that's because Hawaii is an island really far away from the United States. So yeah, they are about $9, $8 a dozen. But Florida does not have $6 a dozen eggs, not even for the most expensive ones. Alabama, $6.12, nope, not even for the most expensive ones. Nevada, $6.07, no, not even for the organic, most expensive eggs. Eggs are $2.60 in Florida. Organic ones are around $3 a dozen. Colorado, that's fake. South Carolina, that's fake. Vermont, that's fake. New Mexico, that is fake. Louisiana, that is fake. And Connecticut, that is fake. Where do you get these numbers from, my guy? I have friends and family in every single one of these states. Maybe these are egg prices under Joe Biden when he killed all those chickens. Maybe that's when the egg prices were that high. Because he killed a bunch of chickens and said, oh, disease is going to spread. We got to kill all these chickens so we can raise the prices and leave it to Trump. I would maybe believe $5 or $6 in Colorado only because it's a liberal hellhole. But I still doubt it. Do we got any people in here from What's My Source? You want me to show you a source? You can use Google and look up egg prices. The most expensive egg prices in the country are in Hawaii and California, and they're $8 or $9. There's multiple sources you can use. Any recent sources in the month of August, it's not showing eggs more than $2.50 in Florida. What are my thoughts on Australia? I mean, they're like our cousins, but they're losing a lot of their rights. Like freedom of speech. You can't have a machete in Australia anymore. You can't have a machete because people in Australia have no, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say everyone from Australia, but a lot of people from Australia have no common sense. They said, well, we got to ban machetes because there's literal teenagers cutting people with these machetes. Oh my God. Are they going to ban pencils next? Are they going to ban pencils? Do you want a source for egg prices? I'll pull up a source right now. Is that what you're trying to say? Show a source for egg prices? Because I will gladly show you a source for egg prices. I told you, my source is Google. There's a million different sources you can use. But sure, I can find you a source. My source for Florida is firsthand experience. That's my source for Florida. Egg prices are $2.50. Egg prices, United States, August 2025. Here, that's all you got to do. Just got to type that in, and boom. Here we go. This is straight from the Agricultural Marketing Services. The Agricultural Marketing Services, guys. Let's take a look what it says. The Agricultural Marketing Services. It says, recent data indicates a national average price for white large eggs of $2.30 per dozen, down from $2.46 the previous day. So you want to tell me that egg prices aren't going down? This is straight from the Agricultural Marketing Service. It even admits that egg prices are down. There you go, guys. Look at that. I know the phone's a little bit messed up, but look. There you go. There's your evidence. Recent data indicates average price for white eggs in wholesale markets of $2.30 per dozen, down from 246 the previous day. Now, it is higher than last year. It is higher than last year a bit. It does say that. That's because Biden killed a lot of the chickens. But it's been going down month after month, month after month. Month after month. It's not AI. It's not AI. Now, it might have been a little bit cheaper before Biden killed millions of chickens. Would you like me to look up a source for that as well? Because Biden killed millions of chickens so he can get rid of the chicken pox. No, it wasn't even the chicken pox. What was that shit that he was saying? It was the the bird flu. The bird flu. There was no evidence that the bird flu was starting to spread. The bird flu was a couple cases here and there. There wasn't a bird flu going around. No, buddy. 18 large eggs are not $8 in Florida. You're bullshitting yourself. Everyone from Florida knows you're lying. Everyone from Florida knows you're lying. Walmart, $2.72. That is a legitimate source. That's a legitimate source. Just because you disagree with it, you say it's not a legit source. This is from the Agricultural Marketing Service. You don't think it's a government website. Look, it's from the USD.gov. This is a government website. Look, this is a government website. You see .gov? That means it's ran by the government. I'm sorry you disagree with it, but egg prices are down under Mr. Trump. Just because you disagree with it doesn't mean it's fake. But if you want a source on, Biden killing all these chickens because he was scared of, bird flu, we can look that up. I don't even need to believe these government websites because I see it firsthand. Firsthand. Egg prices are down. Let's see. Egg prices was at $4.15 in December 2024. Who was president when, December 2024? Who was president in December 2024? That's a 14% gain between November and December. That was under President Joe Biden. You want to know why the egg price is starting to go up under President Joe Biden? Because he killed millions of chickens. They're just starting to repopulate in these last months. That's why egg prices are going down lower and lower. What about car prices? Some of my friends have been buying cars, and the car prices are the same. Tariffs haven't kicked in for these car prices. My friend bought a Japanese sports car a month ago, and the price was pretty low. He got it for a pretty good deal. Subaru, WTI. It's a WTI, right? Or a WTX. Maybe it's a WTX. Yeah, it's a WRX, sorry. WRX Subaru. Car prices have not gone up. Damn, Ozzy. Thank you for a big super chat. Talk about the violence from the left when they were throwing temper tantrums on January 20th, 2017. 180 cops injured. Cop cars torched, churches set on fire, but conservatives are the violent one. Well, let me look up some of the facts. Can you guys see me? Is the quality all right? Now that is crazy. Every single time something happens where the Democrats disagree, they burn cities down to the ground. Look at the LA ICE riots. Oh, that's right. That's when Donald Trump first became president. They were crying their eyes out, burning down churches, everything, left and right. Honestly, there's been so many incidences of, they're talking about January 6th, January 6th. We didn't set cars on fire. We didn't burn down churches. We didn't injure 180 cops because Trump became president during his first term. No, we didn't do any of that. I'm going to show you a video right now of a car. Look.
Came to celebrate President Trump's inauguration.
Watch this.
Protesters lined part of the parade route, and in some parts of the Capitol,
this was worse than January 6th. Look at that.
Tomorrow here in Washington,
all because Trump became president.
Across this country, ABC's David Curley witnessed the protests firsthand.
Cry, 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 cry. This is where Trump derangement syndrome all begun. Look at that. That's how the liberals acted when Trump got elected, and they want to talk about January 6th.
Unleashing pepper spray, concussion grenades, all to disperse the crowd.
How to put some concussion grenades in there, huh?
So you have the bulk of the protesters right here.
180 cops injured.
Right at 13th. Trash cans.
Oh, look at the liberals. They love burning stuff down to the ground.
Ignited the fire. Folks had just moved in. Many of the protesters cloaked in black with their faces covered. The protesters had filled the street with several trash cans, and now police and fire are trying to move them out of the way.
Man, that's really sad. They want to cry and cry, say January 6th, January 6th, January 6th. Inauguration Day 2017 looked a lot worse than January 6th. I'm sorry. You were smashing Washington stores. They were raiding and looting stores. There was no raiding and looting of stores on January 6th. The Democrats just washed this under the rug. I almost forgot about this. Shout out Ozzy. Shout out Ozzy. I'm showing you live video of it and you're saying liar. That's hilarious. Classic Democrats.
Cities from Boston to Minneapolis. These people forming a human chain across the Golden Gate Bridge.
And you can hear the choppers actually flying over us tonight. David Curley joined us from Franklin Square. David, what's the scene like right now?
Well, the crowd is largely dispersed, David. Just a couple of dozen still here, but police are standing their ground, standing their line with batons and...
Man, that's sad. That is sad. That's exactly why we need to, because of these kind of animals, that's the exact reason we need to federalize D.C., Chicago, New York, all these liberal hellholes. Here's some lovely pictures from Trump's first inauguration. Lovely, right? Lovely. Great job. Great job. No, this was 100 times worse than January 6th. 186 cops. 186 cops were injured. 180. Not 186. 180. $30-year low is bullshit. The crime isn't lower than it was in the 90s. Burning cars, all because Trump became president. This is during Trump's first inauguration. This is what they were doing. You think that's okay, liberals and Democrats? You think that's okay? Trump isn't retiring. He's not quitting anytime soon. Underreporting crime doesn't mean crime went down. That's right. And they're also not counting all the minors, 7- and 8-year-olds running around with fully automatics. They're not counting those as criminals either. So, because they're minors. That's also not in the statistics. And they're just also underreporting. Maybe in the last 30 years, less people have been arrested for the crimes they're doing. I would believe that. But not less criminals. Not less criminals. Nah, man, I love my liberals. No derangement syndrome. This is not liberals doing this burning down. This is Democrats. Liberals would never do something like this. Never. They're open-minded. That's what liberalism is all about, being open-minded. They wouldn't burn down a city. Many states stopped reporting, and that's a fact. Man, statistics can lie all they want. What I see with my own eyes will never change. If statistics told you guys tomorrow that the sky was statistically brown, you would say, well, the liberal news media said that the sky is brown. It's been reported in the statistics for the last 20 years. It's been reported for the statistics. The sky is actually brown. That's what you guys would be saying. And I'd be the only one saying, what the hell are these people yapping about? What are they talking about? Actually, that would be pretty funny. Let me look up on Urban Dictionary something. This word has to be on Urban Dictionary. TDS is real. Let's see. Oh man, I forgot how liberal Urban Dictionary was. Man, never mind. Never mind. Urban Dictionary is liberal as hell. They were burning down things. They're temper tantrums. They're temper tantrums. They're temper tantrums. January 20th, 2017. 180 cops injured. Cop cars torched. Churches set on fire. But conservatives are the violent one. We're the violent one. That is absolutely super ultra mega MAGA. Are you anti-liberal or anti-democrat? I'm not anti-liberal and I'm not anti-democrat. I'm anti-demon rat. Demon rats are the ones that set these cars on fire, burn down churches, set on cop cars on fire, set ICE patrol vehicles, whatever you want to call them, on fire. Try to harm ICE. Try to harm anyone that's working their federal job. Those are Democrats. Now, Democrats, those are just people that vote for Democrats, and they just agree with, Democrat policies and shit like that. That I don't agree with what they're saying, but I'm not anti-Democrat. I'm anti-Democrat. Democrats are the ones threatening people with red hats because they don't like who they voted for. Demons love chaos. These Democrats, these Diddycrats are giving me a lot of catchphrases. A lot of catchphrases. When I release this t-shirt line soon, I'm going to be able to have Diddycrat t-shirts, Democrat t-shirts, cry more liberal t-shirts. I'm going to have a lot of shirts to be able to make. So it'll be pretty cool, I guess. If you guys have any more questions, comments, you can drop some super chats. I'll continue this live stream for 10 more minutes. Why not? Yeah, I've heard about Black Wall Street. What about Black Wall Street? What do you got to say? I'm straight up anti-liberal. F you cringy crying brats. Respect. Make DC safe again. I mean, first off, why do I care about Black Wall Street? But yeah, I've done research on it. Wasn't Black Wall Street shut down a while ago anyway? But if you'd like to come on the show and talk about Black Wall Street, yeah, we can do that. I invite you on. If you want to come on the show live, do I know how or why? I forget the history of it. But if you'd like to come on the live stream and discuss Black Wall Street, discuss Donald Trump, discuss politics, you're more than welcome to do so. You can message me on my Twitter, Euro and Travel, or you can join my Discord and talk one-on-one with me. DC should be the nicest and I heard there was a new Black Wall Street, but I heard the original Black Wall Street, quote unquote, was shut down for whatever reason or went to shambles. I don't know. I don't know the history, guys. At least I admit when I don't know it. I got a Make America Great Again hat coming straight from Trump's website, guys. Just be patient. Be patient. Trump doesn't get the praise he deserves. I think it's absolutely hilarious. The Democrats that barely pay any taxes at all, the Democrats barely pay any taxes. They're screaming out the top of their lungs, oh, taxes for the rich, tax breaks for the rich. You barely pay any taxes. Any other questions, comments, anything you guys like to talk about? Otherwise, I think we'll wrap up in 3 minutes probably. What do you do? Hey, human, what do you do? What kind of work do you do? Because if you own your own business, you pay a lot more taxes. Even if you have a small business, if you make the same amount of income as someone that, their boss pays all their taxes for them, you pay a lot more in taxes. Because you got to pay out of your pocket yourself, not your boss paying them. Okay, then you don't understand the struggle of small businesses. Small businesses that make $40,000, $50,000 a year, they get screwed on taxes. It's damn near not even worth it. Any final questions, comments, super chats, anything you guys want to talk about? We can talk about it. Lots of people have small businesses. If they make any money, then that's another story. Anyway, guys, I'll give you guys 30 seconds. If you have any questions, comments, anything you'd like to discuss, drop a super chat. Bye-bye. Moderators. Well, I'm sorry you're screwing yourself up with your own tax system. If you're not making a huge profit from New York City, then I don't understand the point of living there for paying their taxes. There's no point in living in New York City to do a business unless you're making millions of dollars or at least a couple 100,000. There's very little point of living there. Just to pay them half of your income? No, thank you. You can move somewhere else. Of course it's the American dream. I'm just saying, if you own your own small business, or if you're self-employed, you have to pay your own taxes. Your taxes don't get taken out of your paycheck. It is hell. It's a lot worse. That's one of the main struggles. That's right. You can sell your home in New York and buy a more affordable one in another state. Well, I don't know what to tell you then. I don't know what to tell you. Any final questions or comments? We talked about 2017, January 20th, when they rioted, set cars on fire, and they say January 6th was worse. No, January 20th, 2017 looked way worse than January 6th. All right, guys. Many times tariffs are paid by the manufacturers just to stay competitive. Bingo. Too strong. Trump is making peace deals and you're angry about it. I agree with you. If you're not in the United States the entire year, you shouldn't have to pay your taxes. All right, peace out, guys. Peace out. Preach it, Lunchbox. California is a cesspool. That's it for right now, guys. We're getting a lot of... Maybe I'll keep going for 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, guys. Just 2 more beautiful minutes. We probably agree on a lot of stuff. I just don't like how you're personally coming after me and attacking me like I did something to you 24/7. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute 30 seconds. 1 minute 30 seconds. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. Newscomb sucks. He made people leave the state. He thought he was going to be able to replace the population with illegal immigrants, but the plan fell through. Verbally attack, yes. What the hell do you mean by that, dirty money? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you're not as bad as I think. We can talk on live stream one day, maybe tonight. Maybe tonight if you're free. Alright, guys, that's it for right now. 20 seconds. You guys got 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Copy. Alright, peace out, guys. Have a great Tuesday. Tennessee's awesome. The trolls are booted. I don't think they are, man. I don't think they are. I haven't seen any evidence of that. But if they are, oh well, they can. Nothing's happening to my channel. It's great.